Zandvoort this weekend, their overseas round. We normally see them supporting the British GT Championship. We caught up with a couple of drivers a little earlier on.
Right, it's time for the second race of the weekend for the Ginetta Junior Championship, and I've come down actually to catch up with Harry Bartle, have a quick chat. Harry, I'm so sorry, you just put your headphones in, didn't you? Look, what have you made of Zandvoort on your weekend so far?
I had a pretty terrible qualifying, had a bit of an issue with the engine, so lost quite a bit of time. And the first race, I just got a bit of a unlucky race for me. Made a few mistakes at the start, which kept us behind with the pack, and I couldn't make up a lot more. Then the speed looks good going into the next race, so hopefully we can make it a few positions.
So I was going to say, are you one to watch then, because you're P17 down here? There's a few cars in front, but we keep our eye on you, shall we?
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, how's your season been in total so far?
Well, not great actually. Snetterton had a good first round with the new team. Speed was a lot better, so yeah, looking forward to this next one.
Right, this is it, okay? This is the moment the season changes. All right, Harry? Good luck, mate. We're going to be keeping an eye on you. I think it's going to go well. Yes, of course, yesterday's race, it was Rocco Coronel who took his 10th win of the season. How good is that? Fred Green coming home in second place and Alfie Slater in third. Have a look at some of the cars as we just make our way down. That's Colin Cronin in there, just moving along. I just want a very quick word, if we could, just before you hop in, very quick word. Zandvoort, what do you make of it?
Hello.
Hello, how you doing? Zandvoort, do you like it? Good circuit?
Yes, it's cool. It's a nice track. First time here the Thursday, and we managed to get good speed.
Oh, good. Hey, you're just naturally quick, that's why. Naturally quick you are. Good luck for this race. Enjoy it, won't you? Right, I think that's probably about enough from us, because the drivers are getting ready to go. Remember, the Ginetta Junior Championship for drivers, just 14 years old up to 17 years old. 14. What were you doing at 14? I'll tell you what, I certainly wasn't driving one of these. Let's go racing, shall we? Let's hand over to commentator Dave Goddard to take you through the action. Enjoy.
Thanks very much, Ian. Let's have a quick look at the grid then. It is Torin Byrne, number 18 on pole, alongside yesterday's winner, 23, Rocco Coronel. Second row, 51 of Fred Green, alongside 8, Scott Lindblom. Fred Green, the winner of the Ginetta Junior Scholarship in the winter. Third row, it's 27, Alfie Slater, 83, Reevy Lake. Fourth row, 25, George Proud Fernalder of Australia, and 55, Jarrett Clark. There isn't time to go through any more, because the green flag has already been waved at the back of the grid. 20 minutes then for the Ginetta Junior Championship. Race 2 here at Zandvoort gets underway. Torin Byrne from pole position tries to move across on Rocco Coronel, goes right over to the pit wall, now switches back again. It's Byrne who's got the lead down towards Tarzan for the first time. Alfie Slater diving through on the outside. He's the younger brother of Freddie Slater, international single-seater star. They all make their way through Tarzan for the first time. Who's going to be leading as they head into Hugenholt? It should be Torin Byrne. No, Rocco Coronel has got ahead, so Coronel leads from Byrne, and it's Fred Green in third place. Somebody running up very high through the banking. That was Raul Zunzaren, I think we just heard from the Spanish driver. The battle is on for second. Rocco Coronel it is who leads on home tarmac here this weekend, looking for win number 11 of the season. As we say, he's only been out of the top 2 once so far this year. That was a 6th at Donington. Fred Green going for second place on the inside, the young man from Leicester, as they charge their way through Shavelack and up towards Masters Corner. Fred Green in second. Third is number 8, that's Scott Lindblom from Sweden. Slater side by side. Torin Byrne's being shuffled back here. The pole sets are almost 3 and 4 abreast into turn 9. You can't get through there shortly. There is contact, and somebody going off there. We'll pick up who that was in a moment. Try and work out who it was from the grid sheet. Possibly the number 7 car there. We'll pick up officially though as the cars come through and see if that car manages to rejoin from the back of the field. They're still side by side as they head up towards the complex. They know no fear, these young racers, as young as 14. Somebody cutting into the gravel there. No, that's the number 7 car of Felipe Reis, one of a couple of Dutchmen in this race, the other one being out in front, Rocco Coronel. So we'll try and identify who that was who went off up at turn 9 in a moment, and somebody else being pushed wide in there. Just about managing to rejoin over the gravel, the 95 car of Noah Young. All of the, well, nearly all of the field are rookies this year. That could well be Torrin Byrne who went off up there, because we know he dropped back a few places into turn 9. Yes, it was. Torrin Byrne has not come through. A bit of bump and bore there. The 53 car, the red machine of Ethan Carney involved there. The 3 as well. So a lively start to the race for Raoul Zunzaren and Colin Cronin, the Irishman, number 75, all getting involved there into Tarzan. So it's Coronel who leads from green and Lindblom. They're still at it through Hugenholtz. That's group for 9th and 10th place as well. The yellow flags are out at turn 9 because Torrin Byrne's car is in the gravel there. Has got forced wide because 4 into 1 didn't go. So Torrin Byrne, who started on pole in the pace performance car, looks like he's out of it. Teammate to Ethan Lennon, who picked up some damage in yesterday's race, the 32 car, he's back out there. It's 23 car field. There's a bit of rubbing there towards the back of the field as well. 3 wide into Masters Corner. The 22 and the 40 were involved there. Number 40 is Josh Henry, 22 Josh Watts. There's our leader, Rocco Coronel, with Fred Green giving chase. His father, Nigel Green, former Brisker F1 stock car world champion. He's being almost pushed along there by Scott Lindblom in the number 8, the 2 Red Bull sponsored cars first and third. It's Alfie Slater in 4th place. George Proudfoot-Nalder, the Australian, is in 5th place. He had a lively race yesterday in the midfield. As he lost that 5th place there. No, he's still there, just ahead of the 55 of Jarrett Clark, the Anglo-Australian. Behind them, Max Cuthbert in the number 34. Through goes the midfield. That's Colin Cronin, the number 75, chased by the 7 of Felipe Reis. Started to settle down a little more now in this 20-minute race for the Ginetta Junior Championship. Normally supports the British GT Championship, but on a way round for them today. Now here comes Fred Green up on the outside into Tarzan. He's had a couple of wins this year. Can't quite get around. He's left a gap on the inside there as well. 3 wide further back in the pack. So Fred Green's had wins at Alton Park and Stetson. The other winner at Donington, the season opener, was Alfie Slater. It's been Rocco Coronel all the way other than that. So Scott Lindblom did get through into 2nd place there, with Green trying the outside, but he left a gap on the exit of Tarzan. It's the Red Bull cars first and 2nd now. Let's look at this back in the pack here. They're absolutely all over each other. 32 of Ethan Lennon on the tail of the 7 of Felipe Reis, the Dutchman. Trio ahead of them go through Shivlak. 53 of Ethan Carney is in there in this battle, and at the back of this group is the number 75 of Colin Cronin. There he is chasing Raoul Zunzaren. Who's that making a move up the inside towards the tail of the field and nearly overshooting there. Oh, it's very dicey in that midfield. Certainly Felipe Reis was in there. The yellow machine of Emilio Valentino Del Grosso, the Belgian as well. There he is, a Belgian-Italian. There's Reis, and they're being chased by Ethan Lennon. Very, very close indeed in there. They're absolutely fearless, these young racers. A couple of cars are going to go across the gravel. That's Felipe Reis. I think that was Del Grosso who went with him. Similarly coloured car to Colin Cronin, so we'll confirm that in a moment. I think it was Del Grosso who went over the gravel. Here come your leaders, Coronel, Lindblom, Green and Slater. 5th now, it is Max Cuthbert in the number 34. He's running well. Over the line they go. Scott Lindblom wants a first win of the season here. He's in 6th place in the championship. The best he's had is a 2nd place at Alton Park. Fred Green's had 2 wins this year. Alfie Slater's had 1. Rocco Coronel's had 10. Including 7 in succession at Donington, Silverstone and Alton Park. At the inside, Alfie Slater's having a go at Freddie Green for 3rd place. There's Cuthbert in 5th. The battle for 6th is between Jarrett Clark and George Proudfoot-Nalder, the 2 Australians. Here comes Alfie Slater, the Bayliss and Harding sponsored car. The cosmetics company owned by Freddie and Alfie Slater's father Adrian, the former Porsche racer of many years standing, now concentrating on his two sons' career. Alfie Slater all over the back of Fred Green here for third place. Fred Green, the son of Nigel Green, he's gone very wide there into turn 9, and also the nephew of Jamie Green, the former DTM star and Formula Renault single-seater racer, and now turned circuit commentator. He was on the PA team at this year's British Grand Prix. A bit of rubbing there up the inside. 3 into 1's not going to go, and the 17 gets turned sideways of Max Murray. He comes to a halt. Some lookouts. That was close as he rejoined there. Was very nearly harpooned by Noah Young. Gets it going again alongside the number 21 of Matthew Chiwara, the Zimbabwean driver. Failed to finish yesterday's race, pulled into the pits a couple of laps from home. Looks like the number 7 is down there when that's Felipe Race. We saw him go off earlier on. We've lost Harry Bartle as well. He mentioned in the ropes this race has been having engine trouble this weekend. Looks like that struck again. Unfortunately, he's in the pits. Here come your leaders. Ruda completes lap number 4. 11.5 minutes of this race to go. Still Coronel from Lindblom. Slater in third. Green is down to 4th. Max Cuthbert is up behind them in 5th position. The pink and grey car. Green to the inside is going to retake third place by the look of things. Can he keep the line there ahead of Alfie Slater? All these cars very evenly matched. They're sealed engines, 100 brake horsepower, these Ginetta G40s. Ginetta running a variety of GT championships in the UK, of course. You've seen the Ginetta GT Academy, the G55 Super Cup, among others. Also cars in the British GT Championship in GT4. Here come the leaders out onto the back of the circuit now. Colin Cronin coming under fire, the Irishman from Raul Zunzaren, the Spaniard. They've got the 53 car, I think that is, of Ethan Carney, the 83, sorry, on their tails. That's Reevy Lake. Freddie Green still side by side with the 27 of Alfie Slater. The battle for third place absolutely raging on here. Max Cuthbert's going to have a go as well. Jarrett Clark is up to 6th ahead of George Proudfoot-Nelder. This is a battle for 8th place. That's Cronin ahead of Zunzaren and Reevy Lake behind them in the 83. Many of these drivers, of course, only just out of karting ahead of the 2025 season. And Max Cuthbert makes the move stick there on Fred Green up into 4th place. Max Cuthbert's having a much stronger race than we saw yesterday. Tyres absolutely squealing, these Pirelli tyres, as they make their way around Zandvoort. Out on the edge of adhesion all the time. Still Rocco Coronel who leads the way, but Scott Lindblom is going to try and draft his way past here, is he? Nose to tail, well and truly down the straights. And our teammates at R Racing, we have about 6 cars out in this race. Running Felipe Race, Scott Lindblom, Rocco Coronel, Alfie Slater, Max Cuthbert and Jarrett Clark. Very strong field for R Racing out there, as making a move there on Colin Cronin was Reevy Lake, I think that was. Was that Del Grosso losing out? So yes, it was. It was Ethan Lennon coming through. So similarly coloured cars, confusing me there. Apologies. Here's Colin Cronin. He's still got Raul and Zaren behind him. And they're almost being pushed along by Reevy Lake in the 83. This is for 8th position. Somehow Colin Cronin just about has held it all the way. Lake thought about a dodge to the inside there. We rarely see overtakes made into Masters Corner. There go the leaders. Could be 6 fairly shortly for the lead, because Jarrett Clark is closing up. 8 minutes of the race to go. Still no start. It's like a 12-wheel Ginetta G40 for 8th place at the moment. Absolutely nothing to separate these three. Now, is Scott Lindblom gunning for a first win of the season, or is he acting as a bit of a tail gunner here? He doesn't really need to, because the R Racing team have the top 4 places at the moment. Fred Green is run by Elite Motorsports. There's a yellow flag out at turn 4, we're told. That's up towards Rob Sluttermacher-Busch. So there's yellow flags out through from Hugenholtz. So something's happened there further down the field. Wait to see what it is. To see who doesn't come through. Reevy Lake, I can tell you, has got past Raoul Zunzaren. It's the 95 car that's stuck there. It's Noah Young, and his rear suspension's broken. You can see the wheel at a diagonal angle there. The marshals are trying to move it back, but because of that suspension damage, it's not moving. So that's why the yellows are out. So Noah Young is out of the race. The marshals have moved back behind the barrier as the field goes by under yellow flags. There's the 25 car, that's George Proudford Nalder. Had a very lively race yesterday in the midfield, slightly quieter one today on the tail of the leading group, in 7th place. Cronin's actually got away a little from Lake and Zunzaren, now into 8th. Here's the battle between the 32 of Ethan Lennon, the 5 of Emilio Del Grosso. So all over the back of the 32. Just under 6 minutes to go, so we're starting to come towards the closing stages now. It is still Rocco Coronel who leads, with Scott Lindblom shadowing his every move at the front of this field, and the safety car is being scrambled. Now this is going to shake things up. Safety car coming out because of Noah Young's stranded car. The marshals can't move it because of that damaged suspension, so it's going to need to be towed. Now hopefully they can just drag it out the way with one of the pickup trucks behind the barriers up there, and we'll have just the one safety car lap. Who's that that's pulled over? It's the 22 car, Josh Watts. He's out of the race. Gets out in frustration there, so it looks like the car has let Josh down. Unfortunately, he was 14th. Safety car is out then. We'll pick up Rocco Coronel, our race leader. Is it going to be win number 11 of the season? It's just under 5 minutes left on the clock. Hopefully we'll get just the one lap here. Yes, there's the pickup truck in position, so hopefully it's just a case of the marshals dragging that car back behind the barrier, and we'll get just the one safety car lap and we can have our sprint finish. But we'll wait and see. Safety is paramount, of course. So it's Coronel from Lindblom, then Slater, Max Cuthbert up to 4th, Fred Green down to 5th. Max Cuthbert's looking set to take 4th in the championship potentially here today, because the man ahead of him in the points, Joseph Smith, is not racing. Rather fed up Josh Watts walking away there. Scott Lindblom, the best he's had, as we said, this year is 2nd at Hudson Park and 3 third places, so he wants a first win. Alfie Slater's had a win at Donington. Max Cuthbert's yet to have a win. 2 third places for the man who's 5th in the championship so far. Over 3 minutes of the race to go. Will we get any green flag racing in this race? Over its remaining distance. When that car is removed, we will know. It may well get just a one-lap sprint here, possibly. We'll wait and see if they can get that car of Noah Young clear in time. The Performance One racing driver. Yes, the safety car is going to come in this lap, we've just been told. It looks like it is going to be a one-lap shootout. There's Josh Watts behind the barrier at turn 10. I suppose you could say his race has gone down the toilet. So 2 minutes on the clock then. It's going to be a one-lap sprint for the line for our Ginetta Juniors. Rocco Coronel, can he hang on ahead of Scott Lindblom and Alfie Slater? Waiting them to come into sight through Luyendyk to be greeted by a green flag. See, Coronel has backed the field up here. A pair of Red Bulls leading the field around behind the safety car like this. We've seen that before. This is going to be frantic down towards Tarzan for the first time. Green flag is waving, the last lap board is out. It's a one-lap shootout in Ginetta Junior's race 2 of the weekend here at Zandvoort. Here we go. They can't pass until they go past the timing line. Look at this, how closely bunched up they are. The first 4 have gone over to the outside. Rocco Coronel defending from Scott Lindblom. Slater, then Cuthbert, then it's Green. Are they all going to make it round okay? It looks like it at the moment. Look how closely bunched they are as they go up towards Hugenholtz for the last time. We checkered flag next time through. The first 4 breaking away slightly from Fred Green once again. Still time for plenty to change. You could see some Caterham-style slipstreaming out of Luyendyk for the first time. Rocco Coronel just about hanging on ahead of Scott Lindblom. He wants his first win though. Is he going to have a look here as they come towards Shivlak on this final lap? Yeah, the first 4 definitely breaking away. Fred Green not as quick away on that restart. Max Cuthbert moves over to the left as they come towards Masters. Alfie Slater sticks the inside. We could see some moves being made here on the run into turn 9. Max Cuthbert up the inside. It's going to be 3 wide for second place. Look at this. Cuthbert could gain 2 places. Excellent by Max Cuthbert. He set that up so well on the exit from Masters corner. Now, has he got that second place secured? Yes, he has. He's on the tail of Coronel now. Max Cuthbert could get his first win here. Now, where has Scott Lindblom gone? I couldn't see him there in that leading group. Has he gone off at turn 9? Where is Lindblom? There he is. He's down to about 6th or 7th place. He must have gone wide there. He didn't expect Max Cuthbert to make his way down the inside. Through the complex the final time, Fred Green sideways, side by side with the 55 of Jarrett Clark. Oh my goodness, that's for 4th place. Max Cuthbert's going for the victory. Slater's got away into 3rd place. Clark goes through into 4th ahead of Fred Green, then Lindblom in 6th place, but it's all about those top 3 for the victory here. Can Max Cuthbert get out of the slipstream and snatch it from Rocco Coronel, or is it going to be number 11 of the season for the Dutchman? They're coming towards the line now. Max Cuthbert tries to move across. Coronel defends. They're going to finish side by side. I think Coronel's just got there. Yes, he has. It's number 11 of the season for Rocco Coronel. Max Cuthbert 2nd and Alfie Slater in 3rd. Terrific finish in the 1-lap shootouts. That's a best result of the season for Max Cuthbert with 2nd place. He was just 77 thousandths of a second off Rocco Coronel, who makes it 11 wins for the season. Alfie Slater on the podium in 3rd. Fred Green is 4th. And Scott Lindblom lost out on that restart. That was that move down the inside by Max Cuthbert into turn 9. He went wide as a result, and Lindblom dropping to 5th. Jarrett Clark, a fine 6th position. That's his best result, I think, of the season so far. George Proudford Nalder in 7th place. Colin Cronin, the Irishman, 8th. Reevy Lake is 9th, and Raoul Zunzaren completing the top 10. Ethan Lennon, Ethan Carney, Emilio Valentino del Grosso and Felipe Reis completing the top 14 places. Behind them, Josh Henry, Max Murray after a spin, Henry Cameron, Matthew Chiwara and Katrina E from Hong Kong finishes at the back of the field. We lost Josh Watts there, we saw him pull up at turn 10. Noah Young with broken suspension, that's what brought out the safety car. Harry Bartle pulled off into the pits, and Torrin Byrne, our pole sitter, unfortunately going off in the shuffle at turn 9 early on. So, quick pause for breath at the end of our second race for the Ginetta Juniors. They'll be the last race of the day as well later on. Plenty of racing still to come. Next up, we move up a gear with the Dutch Vodka Caterham 7 Championship UK, the fastest Caterhams of all. Saw them supporting the British Touring Car Championship at Brands Hatch earlier this season. The Ginettas make their way into Park Ferme. Ian will be down there shortly to talk to some of them. Yesterday it was Matt Armstrong who was the winner in Caterham 7 Championship UK to extend his championship lead, taking the win over Aaron Head, who's making a one-off return today. Not eligible for points in the championship, but he almost took a win on his return, the former champion, losing out by just 3/100ths of a second, with Harry Senior completing the podium. We'll see them out fairly shortly. The Ginettas making their way towards Park Ferme, so Ian will be down there to greet them very shortly.
Oh wow, I tell you, look at the cheer for Rocco Coronel here, look at that. There's Pops there as well, good stuff. We'll grab a word of him very shortly. We'll just let him get his helmet off. It was a fantastic race all around, wasn't it? Good stuff indeed. We will grab a quick chat with him. I think actually already the next race again and gearing up to go. So we'll grab Rocco for a quick chat, shall we? Let him get his helmet off first actually, but I'll tell you something. He is the Dutch maestro here, isn't it? It's 2 from 2 for him. Can he make it a hat-trick of wins? Well, there is another race coming up later for the Ginetta Junior Championship. And Rocco, that was an almighty roar, wasn't it, from friends and family there, of course. How much does it mean to you to make it a double bubble here at Zandvoort?
Yeah, of course it means a lot, even to win it again. Everyone here is nice. All my sponsors are here, and yeah, my family, of course.
It's nice that you've got a nice little hospitality up there in the sort of the main area, haven't you? I guess it must mean a lot to you. A little bit more. We spoke yesterday after the win. Does it just a little bit more? It means a touch more because you're at home.
Yeah, of course.
Fantastic. How far is home from here, by the way?
40 minutes, maybe. Oh. I always go home. I always sleep at home.
Oh, that's a dream, isn't it? Congratulations. Maybe, yeah, who knows? It could be 3 from 3 a little bit later. Let's go over and have a quick chat, shall we? We've got Fred over here. Let's have a quick chat, shall we? It's been an eventful weekend so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't great in that one, but yeah, it's been busy, yeah.
You've got one more chance a little bit later this afternoon. What can you do?
You know, it's difficult with 4 teammates or even 5 sometimes, you know, fighting against them. But I made a few wrong decisions then, which cost me on the last lap. So, yeah, I could have done a better job myself. So just keep learning and, yeah, hopefully we can have a better race to the next one.
Well, it's not been too bad actually. I'll tell you, it was a P3. Sorry, Jack. I'll quickly move out of the way. It was actually a P3 in the rookie category as well. There is actually nobody's lined up in order except for Rocco. So I think actually the Caterhams are about to make their way out on track. So I've got to go do the podium now for Ginetta as well. So I'm going to head off to do that, and we have more Caterham action coming up for you now. So Dave Goddard, back to you, my friend.
Thanks very much, Ian. Yes, a little bit of clear up to do, some gravel being swept away and a couple of cars to be towed in ahead of our next race for the Dutch Vodka Caterham 7 Championship UK. The grid will be formed in the order that they finished yesterday's race in. The green flag